Cirque du Soleil is making a return to Norfolk with its newly revisited high-energy and high-acrobatic production, OVO. We have here with us today Olympian and acrobat Nancy and OVO senior publicist Janie. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
I love the energy already. First thing first, I cannot ignore, because you have on this awesome costume, so we can already see that this is going to be quite the show. Tell me a bit about the show and what people can expect.
Well, you can expect the Cirque du Soleil show, so that means high-level acrobats and, Olympians just like Nancy, and beautiful video projections on the entire stage. We have 20 trucks that we travel with. We have a 7-piece band, including a singer, acrobatics on the floor, in the air, clowns, live music, just something for everybody in the family. You can expect a good time for 2 hours.
Just so exciting. Now, for people who have seen the show in the past, there are some new things that are coming up. What are some of the new elements, if you can tease a little bit?
Absolutely. We have 3 new acts in the show, so about a third of the show is completely new. We have new artists and, new interactions. We looked at the clowns. So even if you saw the show a few years back, we just arrived from about 2 years of touring in Europe and the Middle East, and this is actually our second stop back in the States. So definitely something not to miss. And this new version 3.0 of OVO, if you will.
That is so exciting. I have to ask, what kind of preparation goes into all of this? I mean, you're doing all of this. People probably want to know what you have to do to prepare.
Well, what you don't see when you watch the show is that behind this big wall that we perform on, there's the backstage, and that's where a lot of our trainings happen. We have a similar structure. We have a trampoline, we have a conditioning room, so that's where we get ready, we warm up, and we do have also stage time where we train prior to the show. We train an hour. Since I'm a part of a group act, I need more training just because I get thrown by other humans. So I need to make sure that,
at height.
Yeah, I need to make sure that everything is on spot and our technique is clean and we're ready to perform this on a consistent basis. So.
Yeah, so much, I'm sure, as you said, goes into making sure people are entertained and they have a great show. Now, we were talking about OVO, and that is egg in Portuguese?
Egg in Portuguese. Okay. And so the show basically starts with one of our clowns. He's a blue, strange fly, and he's arriving into this new colony of insects. So all of the 52 acrobats you'll see on stage, they're all scarabs like Nancy, but also butterflies and spiders and crickets and all of that. And he arrives with this big egg, and it's, the talk of the town. They're wondering what it is. And the entire show is basically that. There's a bit of intrigue. There's a love story. There's a lot of laughter. It really is a good, fun show, very accessible because there's no real words. It's all insect language. So even for kids, it really works for the entire family.
And I'm glad you mentioned kids, because that was going to be my next question. For those who aren't as familiar, this is something the entire family can enjoy.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
All right. And so for people who have never been before and they're kind of maybe like, I don't know, if, what would you say for sure? Like, this is what you need to look out for if you come to the show.
Look out for her.
Well, of course.
As in, it's like an impressive acrobatics at the end of the first act, and they're thrown 18 feet apart, and it's just very impressive.
And also, it's cool because since we're insects, our costumes and our bugs are designed to also kind of mimic what we're doing in the act. So, for example, I'm a scarab, but I'm on the cradle act, which is a flying act, which scarabs do fly. And then there's also butterflies that you'll see fly. You'll see a spider doing contortion, and because you see those spiders in those weird positions. So it's kind of cool to see, kind of pick the costume and kind of associate it to the act. So. Yeah.
Just by the way that you all are describing it, I just want to see. I know we have a bit of the video that's playing there too, but for those who want to come out, when can they do so? When does the show start, and how can they do it?
Absolutely. Well, our technicians are now at the Scope Arena. They're building the stage with their 20 trucks, and then we start tomorrow. So Thursday through Sunday, June 13th to 16th at the Scope Arena, and it's really something you've never seen before. And if you've seen it, it's worth watching again.
It's worth going again.
I see it every week, and I work with these guys all the time, and I'm still impressed. So.
Listen, I got to see it because I got to see what you're describing, and also just to see all the costumes as well that everyone has. Thank you both for being here. Okay, and look, check that out. Get tickets. Go see the show. It's going to be a phenomenal time.